Type Barndominium with shop cost into Google right now, and you'll get answers ranging from $35 a square foot to $200 a square foot. Same search, same building style, a 5 times difference. That's not bad data. It's two completely different products being quoted as if they're the same thing, and buyers fall into that gap every single year. Today, we're breaking down exactly what a barndominium with a shop actually costs in 2026, size by size, dollar by dollar, so you know precisely which number applies to you. Here's why that gap exists and why it trips up almost every first-time buyer. It's not because anyone's lying to you, it's because two completely different products being quoted as the same thing. A $35 a square foot barndo is the steel shell, the frame, the skin, no floor, no walls inside, no plumbing, no kitchen, no bathroom. A $200 a square foot barndo is a finished move-in ready home with a kitchen, 2 bathrooms, insulation, and a workshop wired and ready to use. Same building, two completely different products. And almost nobody tells you which one they're quoting until you've already signed something. So let's fix that, properly, size by size.
What you're actually paying for. Before the numbers, you need to understand 4 things make up your total cost, and they don't move together. The shell, your steel frame, roof, and siding, usually lands around 25% of your total cost. Interior finishing, insulation, drywall, flooring, kitchen, bathrooms is the real cost driver. That's 30 to 40% of your budget, sometimes more. Foundation work typically runs around 10% of total cost, though this rises for shop floors needing extra reinforcement. And then there's the shop itself, which behaves completely differently from the house side. We'll get to why that matters in a minute, because it's the single biggest thing people get wrong when budgeting a shouse-style build. The size-by-size breakdown. Let's go through the 4 sizes most buyers actually build using current 2026 finished cost data. 1,200 square feet, the entry-level build. This is your starter size, small living space, modest shop bay attached. Finished, move-in ready, you're looking at roughly $112,000 to $215,000 depending on your finish level and region. That's a basic, functional build on the low end, economy fixtures, standard insulation. On the high end, you're getting better insulation and a slightly more finished shop. 2,400 square feet, the 40 by 60. This is the one almost everyone ends up building. It's the most common barndo with shop size in the country right now because it hits the sweet spot. Enough living space for a real family layout, enough shop space to actually be useful. Finished cost? Roughly $190,000 on the basic end, up to $550,000 for a higher spec build with a serious shop. A standard mid-range build with a functional 2 to 3 bay shop typically lands between $300,000 and $420,000 all in. That's a big range, I know. The reason it swings so much comes down to one thing: how serious your shop is. A basic 2-car shop bay with a concrete floor is a very different cost than a reinforced slab rated for vehicle lifts, 220-volt service, and floor drains. We'll break that part down in a second. 3,000 to 3,600 square feet, the upgraded shop build. This is where buyers start prioritizing the shop almost as much as the house. Multiple vehicle bays, heavier equipment, more electrical capacity. You're looking at $420,000 to $750,000 finished, depending on shop specification and interior finish level. 4,200 square feet and up, the professional grade build. This is a full custom home with a shop built to commercial adjacent standards. The kind of setup a contractor, fabricator, or serious hobbyist business runs out of. $735,000 to $950,000 is the realistic range here, and at this size, you're essentially building 2 structures that happen to share one roof. Why the shop costs less per square foot, and where that breaks down. Here's the part that actually saves you money if you understand it early.
Your shop space costs meaningfully less per square foot than your living space. It doesn't need insulation to residential standards, it doesn't need drywall, flooring, or a kitchen. So a 2,400 square foot building that's 1,200 living and 1,200 shop will always cost less than a 2,400 square foot building that's all living. That's the financial logic behind a barndo with a shop in the first place. You get more usable square footage for your money. But, and this is the part nobody warns you about, the moment you start treating your shop like a real workspace instead of a glorified garage, that savings shrinks fast. A reinforced concrete slab rated for vehicle lifts or heavy equipment costs more per square foot than a standard slab. A 220-volt electrical service upgrade for welding or shop tools runs an additional $5,000 to $15,000. Floor drains, compressed air lines, oversized overhead doors, all of it adds up, and none of it shows up in the generic barndo cost per square foot number you see in a headline. If you're building a shop to actually work in, not just park a truck in, budget for it like its own line item, not an afterthought tacked onto the house number. The 3 costs that blindside first-time buyers. 3 things consistently get left out of the budget, and they're exactly how a buyer can go from a $40,000 shell quote to a finished cost 5 times higher. Land and site work. Clearing land runs $1,200 to $8,000. If you need well water or septic, that's another $15,000 to $40,000 combined. None of that is in your shell quote. Utilities. If you're building somewhere without existing service nearby, running power to the site can cost $5 to $15 per square foot of structure, and that's before well or septic. Most buyers don't price this until they're already under contract. Spray foam insulation. Standard batt insulation often isn't enough in a metal building. Condensation becomes a real problem without it. Spray foam adds $3 to $7 per square foot, but it's the difference between a comfortable home and a humid, moldy one 5 years from now. None of these are scams. None of them are hidden on purpose. They're just outside the scope of what a barndo cost per square foot number you see in a headline is actually quoting you. The one question that fixes all of this. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this one question to ask any builder or kit company before you sign anything. Is this price for the shell only, or is this a finished, move-in ready number? That single question is the difference between a $40,000 surprise and a budget you can actually trust. Every reputable builder will answer it directly. If someone hesitates or gives you a vague answer, that's your signal to walk. A barndo with a shop is still one of the strongest value plays in home building right now. You're getting more usable space per dollar than almost any other build style, but only if you're pricing the whole project, not just the headline number. If you're sizing up your own build, drop your target square footage in the comments and I'll tell you roughly what to budget for. Next video, we will do full floor plan and cost breakdown item by item. See you in the next one.